What's up everyone? Today we're talking about how to mod your armor and your weapons. Let's take a look at the different types as well as the different options that you have and why you should use them. Check it out. So first thing we're going to cover is weapons. Let's take a look at this here. Go in here, you can equip ammo modifications, and the easiest way to do this is literally just to double click on the one that you want. There are many different types of ammo upgrades, from anti-personnel rounds to chemical rounds, radioactive rounds, all sorts of rounds that you may think that you might want. Personally, I like to go with anti-personnel rounds because 90% of the time I'm fighting organics. One thing I like to do is have a secondary weapon equipped with a different type of round. So, for instance, my pistol is using anti-personnel rounds. I'm going to keep those on there for damaging organics because 9 times out of 10 I'm using those at range. I'm not going to keep the same type of rounds on my secondary weapon. I prefer for my shotgun to use hammerhead rounds because you want to send people flying with your shotgun, okay? So that's what I tend to do. Like I said, the easiest way to equip these is to double click what you're looking at. You can also go down here, we'll go back in there. You can also go back in there, find the one that you want, and select equip right here, okay? As with normal weapons, as with all of the other types of upgrades, you can sort by level down, level up, and also by name. So if you know the name of the one that you want, so like I know that I want hammerhead rounds, I can search for hammerhead rounds and then pick the highest level ones that I have. And with weapon mods, these are also just as important. You want to make sure that you select these when you get them. For my shotgun, I have a heat absorber on, that way that I can get more shots off per, I guess, heat rack. I'm not really sure what they call it, but you can get more shots off because you're absorbing more heat, because, you know, there's no ammo in the future. Our guns just overheat. That makes sense. You can also equip things like a combat sensor so that when you're fighting higher level enemies that tend to jam you, you can use that to avoid the jamming. I don't ever use it because I don't need to see where the enemies are on my radar. I shoot at what's shooting at me. You can also do improved sighting. This is something I like to put on sniper rifles. High caliber barrel is another one that I like to put on sniper rifles, depending on if it's a really high accuracy rifle, I will put high caliber rounds on it because it will increase your damage, but it will decrease your rate of fire and your heat absorption. So if you put this on, say, the Black Widow, a sniper rifle you get way later in the game, you'll get 1, maybe 2 shots off before you have to let it cool down, but you'll do insane amounts of damage. Recoil dampener is great for if you're using a shotgun or an assault rifle that has really high recoil. So for me, I would probably put the recoil dampener on my assault rifle because I'm not trained in assault rifles on this character. And then I think that's it, so we'll go ahead and look at that. You can also, the same way with other items, you can just get rid of the ones you're not using by clicking the garbage can, and then you can either turn it to Omnigel, or the next time you go to a store you can trash it. You can sell it for parts. I think I have max accuracy. I think we want recoil dampener on this. Quick please, thank you. Okay. And then let's talk about explosives. Explosives also have modifications that you can put on them. I personally like high explosive because it sends people flying, and who doesn't like sending people flying? You can get incendiary grenades as well as cryo grenades if you want to freeze people and or make them not be able to shoot you as well. Cryo grenades are good. Incendiary, obviously you're going to do damage over time, so keep that in mind when selecting your additional grenade type. For armor upgrades, you can go in here same way as normal, click this. There's only one type of armor mod. You may get better armor later on in the game that allows you to equip multiple armor mods, but the ones I have right now only have a single armor slot. So let's take a look at this. For this one, you've got armor plating, gives you better damage protection. That's good if you're playing like a tank character, which technically the Vanguard and the Sentinel are. The Sentinel more so than the Vanguard. but damage protection is good if you're playing on Insanity and you tend to die a lot. I'm probably going to put this on Tally because she dies every chance she gets. Motorized Joints means that your melee damage is a lot better. You can punch things into oblivion with your pistol or just your fists. Shield Battery, better shields. Also good if you don't have armor plating and you need better protection. Shield Battery is the one you want. Stimulant Pack is good if you're playing an Adept. If you're playing an Adept, you need all the cooldown reduction you can get, so Stimulant Pack would be the move as an Adept. I have multiple. I'm not going to use them. Toxic Seal is good for toxic resistance. I don't think I've ever used those in my life, but if you're worried about being poisoned, use that. First Aid Interface, that will give you higher... First Aid Interface will give you health regeneration. So this one right here is a 1.5 health regen per second. It's good if you think you're gonna take a lot of damage and hide a lot. I think that is it. Oh, here's another one. Hardened Weave. Hardened Weave gives you plus 10 hardening, which means that biotic and tech attacks will do less damage to you. But like I said, I prefer armor plating. I also prefer shield battery. Those are the two I tend to go with, unless I'm playing a melee character. All right, and that is how you equip modifications to your armor and weapons. I hope you guys enjoy. We'll catch you next time.